SHMACKEMAGOB, everybody. It's time for the news. And, wow, just got the news today that Ozzy has Parkinson's. And, man, that makes me very depressed because I love Ozzy. He's a singer of my favorite band. And I watched the interview, and it really bothered me. Number one, Ozzy is like, I mean, I know he can hardly speak, but now it's like worse than ever. And what really bothered me about that clip was when Sharon said, oh, he's driving me crazy because he wants to go out on the road. I don't believe that for a second. And Ozzy says, yeah, I do. I want to go out there and play. I don't believe that for a second. I know many of you will be like, well, you know, Ozzy needs the, you know, the people. That's what he lives for is the shows. Look, man. I remember seeing one of those shitty Osbourne shows where Ozzy was bitching about her booking a tour. He was really upset about it. And also, on Howard Stern, he was complaining that, you know, he's out there touring so she can go shop. And talking about like $1 million ring. And I mean, she's pushing him out to his death. I know some people leave comments going, no, man, Ozzy loves the people. Look, I'm sure he loves the fans and all, but man, look at that interview. Is that a man you want to push out on the road? I mean, he should just enjoy the rest of his life. You know, he's fine. I don't believe for a second that he needs to be out on the road. I don't believe it. He should just stop. Seriously, he should just stop. But it's not going to happen. Sharon's going to make him go out there. And I'm not your typical Sharon hater. You know, I know everybody loves to blame everything on Sharon. I forgot who it was that left a comment the other day. Oh man, what was it? It had something to do with something, and this person said, well, that's because Sharon didn't allow it. And it's like, what proof do you have? You know, people just love to throw anything at Sharon, but I'm throwing this at Sharon. And Sharon came out and said, I am so thankful for all the fans out there that are so concerned about Ozzy and that love Ozzy. The outpouring of love for Ozzy, I'm so thankful for it. Well, Sharon, God, I hope she watches this. Sharon, I love Ozzy. I care for Ozzy. A lot. I love him. I met him. He's an awesome guy. I met him twice. He's so lovable and everything. Now, Sharon, even before this Parkinson thing, I'm not paying to see Ozzy live anymore. And I'm not buying that new album because the 3 songs I heard so far, I'm sorry, I don't like it. You still want to thank me, Sharon? I'm sure you won't. It's all about money with that woman. And yeah, she saved his life, but now she's killing him. You know, she's like, you know, her excuse is, oh, he's driving me crazy. I'm going to let him go out on the road. Yeah, all right, yeah. Yeah, he's driving me crazy, so I don't care if he dies. And they said, well, he has a mild case of Parkinson's, which, you know, he'll have some great days and then he'll have some horrible days. Well, that shows how much you care about the fans, Sharon. What if he has to perform on a horrible day? You don't care. You just don't care. All you care about is selling those tickets and making that money so you can go shop and buy some more $1 million rings. It's despicable. You know that woman kicked Phil Suzanne in the knee in front of Randy Castillo's casket at his funeral? Threw Mickey D from Motorhead down a flight of stairs? She's not the most sparkling person. She sickens me. And it's all fake. I mean, she's such a phony. I mean, how about that video for Under the Graveyard? Yeah. Anybody, look, and I'm one person that does not want to make fun of people's looks. It's not my thing. But, and I'm not making fun of her looks. This is actual fact. That video of Under the Graveyard showed a young Sharon Osbourne, 1979, 1980 era. And they had a very cute looking bed in the video that looked nothing like Sharon Osbourne back then. Sharon Osbourne has so many liposuctions and plastic surgery that she's actually doable now. For me, in my eyes. But back then, She looked nothing like that. And that just shows the phoniness of her. I think she's a phony. And poor Ozzy. Ozzy's like so in love with her, you know. And Ozzy's not well. He's not well mentally and physically. And yeah, I'm making excuses for Ozzy why he's so whipped for her. But it's the truth. The guy is like, that's his life. He depends on her for everything. So if she says, Ozzy, get on the road, he'll bitch, but he'll do it for her. Because he loves her so much. Loves her way more than she loves him, that's for sure. And this whole thing of, you know, she also like put Ozzy out there. Like, look, he cheated on me with this hairdresser. Like, really, like, exposing him shamefully, saying, look, he's a cheater. Give me a break. Like, Sharon Osbourne ain't having other penises in her vagina. Ozzy's been cheating on her since the 80s. There's a story where she caught him with some big boobed girl in bed, and she went crazy. Even back then, he's been cheating on her forever. You think she ain't doing the same to him? She is a ruthless, cutthroat person. And I guarantee that woman is cheating on him. I know she is. I can't stand her now. She's killing Ozzy, man. I'm telling you. If it's true, which is not, Ozzy's like driving her crazy. I want to go out on the road. I want to go out on the road. If she really loved him, she'd say no. No. It'll kill you, Ozzy. Sickens me. Anyway, what else? Okay, Ace Frehley. Ace Frehley went to court from the restraining order, and Rachel lost. Because, you know, what do you expect? I mean, this whole story is Ace goes to her house with his daughter and bodyguards. Daughter tells her off. Bodyguards say threatening shit to her too. Ace just goes in the room and gets his guitars and records and whatever. Doesn't say a word to her. If anything, she should put the restraining order on the bodyguards and the daughter. Ace didn't do shit, and of course he won. So the restraining order was lifted. I did see the news report, and then they interviewed her, and she's like, no, but I won too because he can't come near me. He doesn't want to come near you. Yeah. All right, now I want to end it with this. I know there's more news, but this is all I can think of at the moment. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I know I've been down this road before, and I'll do it again. Because this time it's just gotten to the point where it's so funny that it's so funny, it's funny. This year, well, this probably happened in past years too, because I don't keep up with this crap. But the top nominees, the fan voted, and everybody that the fan voted didn't get in except for the Doobie Brothers. Dave Matthews Band, Soundgarden, Judas Priest, and I forget who else. It was like 5 or 6, oh, Pat Benatar. I think Pat Benatar got the most votes. None of them were let in, except for the Doobie Brothers. Now, and then I see people bitch about it, and it's like, you still care about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And they just showed that even the fan votes don't help. Yet, you know what's going to happen next year? Fans are going to vote again. That are let down right now. You people are fools. I have no problem with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame now. I'm glad they left Judas Priest out and brought Whitney Houston in. That to me is like, yes, that's justice. Because that's what Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's about. It's phony, it's fake, it's not rock and roll. So of course you got to let Whitney in. Leave Priest out, leave Motorhead out, leave Thin Lizzy out, leave them all out. Is how I like it. I love it that way. But yet, and I said this before and I'll say it again, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is not the problem. The problem is the people that care about it, that give it any credence, that give it any attention. If you really want to get back at them, do what I do. Ignore them. I'm not bashing the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm bashing you. Yeah, you that cares that Judas Priest ain't in. Rob Halford wanted in. Hopefully this will wake up Rob Halford now. You know, like, goddamn, we were like in the top 5 and they still didn't let us in. Fuck that place, I don't care anymore. That's what Rob Halford should think. And that's what I think. Oh, and there's the Neil Peart. We got to bring up Neil Peart, the great Neil Peart. Somebody said, I forgot who said that, toward the end of his life, he was in a wheelchair and he couldn't speak. And the DJ, this female DJ from Cleveland, which was very responsible, one of the people very responsible for Rush to break in the States. She was a DJ in Cleveland and started playing Working Man. Well, she said, you know, she was kind of close with everybody and what was going on. And she said it's a lie. Like, Pier was talking. It was like, don't believe all this bullshit. So, you know, I got kind of sad when I saw that. When she said, when somebody else said he couldn't talk anymore, but he could. And rest in peace. And the outpouring of love that Neil Peart got, man, I haven't seen that in a long, long time, you know? Nobody being rude, nobody being assholes, everybody being cool. So, yeah. And I had this thought today, too, about that End of the Road show with David Lee Roth. You know, I was thinking, you know, Dave doesn't really sing that great, so it'd be cool, it'd be awesome if he asked Paul Stanley, hey, Paul, can I use your lip sync machine so I can lip sync on stage? And Paul lets him, and then during the Kiss set, during Heaven's on Fire, Jump comes on. I would pay to see that. That would be awesome. Anyway, that's it for the news. Actually, that's not it for the news. I have to bring up the great Ray Burton passed away, Cliff Burton's father. Great human being, you know, that he was still getting royalties for Cliff Burton. And all the money he got from those royalties, he put it into schools for music programs for kids. An amazing guy. I can tell by the interviews. There's a great, great video of him showing off Cliff Burton's vinyl. He loved Thin Lizzy. A lot of Thin Lizzy in that collection. But a lot of great stuff. Everything that guy pulled out, I own. And it was just so cute watching him like talk about the albums and mispronouncing some of the names. And you see interviews with James talking about when I grow up, I want to be, you know, Ray Burton, because everybody loved him so much. He was just such a great, great soul. And he passed away at 94 or 93. And rest in peace, Ray Burton. I had to throw that in here. Thanks for watching. I know I haven't been very active the past like 5 days because I have something up every day, but I'm a little busy, but sit tight. I have an Ask Dr. FUKK coming up. Don't ask no questions. I'm doing it on Facebook now, not on YouTube, because YouTube deletes comments. So that's it for that. Oh, and one final thing. I keep getting, more than ever now, and I appreciate that people want to see me do another Kiss documentary, Larger Than Life Part 3. Where's Larger Than Life Part 3? I keep hearing it more now than ever. And I appreciate it, but at the same time, I hope that all of you are watching this when I say Part 3 will be done when Kiss is over. When the End of the Road is over, you know, hopefully they won't do anything after that. But, you know, I'm going to stick. And then I'll work on Part 3. So I don't want to hear after that, where's Part 4? Where's Part 4? Again, I appreciate people wanting to hear it, see it, but there's a lot of work that goes into it. A lot. And I do it for free, people. Even though I have a little PayPal down there, and people have been donating, and I appreciate it, and I will have a track-by-track coming up of, what was it that I did the other day? It will be up later this week. I haven't edited it yet. Oh, Thin Lizzy. There's a Thin Lizzy track-by-track coming up for Batfink, and I am working on, somebody wants me to do Sgt. Pepper versus Pet Sounds from the Beach Boys, which I'm not too aware of. Yeah, I know a couple songs. I do have it. I'm studying it, even though you're going to have to really technically give me years for me to do a appropriate thing, because Sgt. Pepper I know is going to slaughter it because I've lived with it forever. I haven't lived with Pet Sounds forever, so that's it. So thank you for watching, everybody, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and click the little bell if you like what you see, and leave comments below what you think of this whole Ozzy thing and you know, Ace, Neil Peart, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Do you actually care? Anybody out there actually care? I think they should get Bon Scott out of there, Black Sabbath out, all the bands I love. Get them out of there and induct next year Debbie Gibson and Tiffany and, you know, Britney Spears. She's been around 25 years by now, right? Justin Timberlake. Bring all those pop stars and, you know, and now that they brought in Biggie Smalls, how about, I don't know, Little Dirty Jesus. What was the name of that guy? Baby Dirty Jesus. Put him in there with Tone Loc and, you know, put all hip-hop and rap and get all the rock out of there. That's what I think. SHMACKEMAGOB. This video has been brought to you by Miami Metal Merchant. For your metal needs at competitive prices, visit MiamiMetalMerchant.com. Tell them Dr. Fuck sent you.